All right, what's up, guys? It's GSR here. So I've been playing the finals for a little bit of time. Of course, I have certain opinions towards this game to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? But my teammates they ended up bailing out because the objective wasn't really working basically like what we were supposed to do. Like we had the box at one point. Somehow there was like some weird glitch or bug or something going on with this game where individuals including myself, we just ended up playing team deathmatch and I ended up winning even though I was basically playing by myself. So playing as the light build, it's not easy to stay alive. And the good thing about the light build is the mobility that you get. Even with good mobility, it is still slightly difficult to stay alive. There's a lot of times where you'll go against players that are just as good as you, and it's difficult to stay alive. But you're gonna notice like it basically turned into basically team deathmatch, and I'm trying to get used to shooting guns and stuff like that again, and it felt pretty good playing a totally different game. Rather than continuously playing Mortal Kombat all the time, it gets really draining, I guess you can say. And yeah, man, I had a pretty good time playing this. I noticed very quickly that like we ended up playing team deathmatch, even though they don't have that as a game mode in this game, which would actually be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying, or like a free for all. I could see that happening in the far future. But this is more of a team-based game. What's unfortunate about it though is like if you're running solo, it's almost guaranteed that you'll die. Um, it's possible to kill whole teams by yourself to a certain degree, but like if you're using the light build, you have to have some level of skill, and you're gonna have to work really hard to win those gunfights. But for the most part, I had really fun playing this game. I am a fan of this game. Of course, I didn't put any money into this game or nothing like that. Like all the skins or stuff that you've seen on my character, like I got that for free because I was just grinding a little bit. But as you can clearly see, he shot me like a little bit, and I almost died, and then I just kind of dipped. So the cloaking ability is extremely useful. Um, Basically, for the light build, because you can die like really easily, and then like there's people that'll chase you. But the problem with people chasing you in this game is like you could die because you can get outsmarted. That goes for any shooting game just in general. But this game was pretty fun though. Like it's pretty fun, but there are certain things about this game that I am not necessarily a fan of. I definitely think that the heavy build and the medium build is a tad bit too strong. I mean, the benefit that the light build has is that you have good mobility and the cloaking system. As far as the dodging system, it's okay, but I definitely think the cloaking system is a lot more effective for the light build. And as you can clearly see, I was trying to challenge an individual from afar with this SMG. Of course, you want to tap fire to have more control and stuff. Obviously, if you're playing on like PC, it's probably a lot different. Um, but then I started focusing up a little bit, and I realized like my teammates they started leaving and stuff. But then I realized like where the hell is the box at? And I realized very quickly it was buried inside the sand. So I noticed that everybody wasn't even trying to play the objective. So I was like, okay, bet. And then I ended up dying like right here. I almost got him, but like I wasn't crouching up and down to kind of mess up his aim because like strafing with the SMGs, it's not that strong. So you definitely have to be pretty accurate as the light build. And I'm telling you, you need to have some level of skill in order to be successful with the light build. I understand that some people pick this gun that this guy's using, or the kunais, or the shotgun because they do like the most damage, including the sniper. The snipers in this game, it's decent. You don't see a lot of people sniping. I mean, I was sniping at one point, and it was pretty fun to a certain degree. But like when you're going against like a lot of people in this game, like two different teams, especially if they're using like the light build, it's not easy to get those shots off. You would have to be really tuned in, like completely focused. But I ended up like misleading this guy and faking him out, and he thought he was free, and he got outsmarted. And then he ended up switching from the gun that I have to a totally different gun, which was the kunai. So I thought that was interesting because he had a hard time killing me all of a sudden, right? Because I started getting into the groove of things, and then he went for the shotgun. But we ended up winning, even though I was running and gunning and doing it myself. So I think it had a lot to do with who has the most kills, I guess. Or maybe it's because we managed to get the box charged up to where we can run with it. Maybe that's the reason why we won, or I won, I guess. But you're gonna notice that my teammates end up leaving, and then it became like this really long match of team deathmatch. But this was fun. This was literally fun. This is very rare that this happens in this game, but there's a lot of things I could talk about with this game. But this is mainly what I've been doing is just playing the finals. And yeah, I just been having fun playing this game, and I've been playing Uncharted or whatever the case may be. So, kind of went MIA a little bit. Haven't really been uploading on the channel as much as I normally would when it comes to Mortal Kombat content, but it gets kind of exhausting. But this guy, he was out for blood. He kept trying to kill me, and he kept failing. Excuse me, I'm a little sick, but as you can clearly see, right, like I try to do like the crouching and stuff like that, but you got to be pretty accurate with the light build in order to challenge the mediums and the heavies. I normally try to go for headshots, but if people are really good at dodging and stuff like that with the mediums and heavy builds, which is very possible, you're not going to get consistent headshots completely. You know what I mean? But managing, you know, your aim is going to be very important with the light build. I think aiming and just being aware of what's happening is very important. The problem, though, is that the footsteps in this game is very misleading, because see how this guy just kept coming at me, bro. I was just like, it's not working, bro. Try something else. Try a new approach, because he tried to catch me off guard, right? But what was I saying? The footsteps in this game is not the greatest, and the reason why I say it's not the greatest is mainly because of the fact that, like, your footsteps and the enemy footsteps and your teammates' footsteps, they all sound the exact same. Even when like they're running on sand or they're running on concrete and stuff like that, it's a little difficult to pinpoint, like, you know, who's running on what. But then on top of that, you can't really tell the difference with the footsteps. And maybe I haven't played this game long enough to know, but I can definitely tell you, based off of experience from the time that I've had with this game, the footsteps are very misleading. Not unless you're by yourself, because it lets you could tell somebody's around you. You know what I'm saying? But the footsteps are just very strange, man. They're very, very weird, just in general. And I'm hoping that, you know, they kind of fix the footsteps a little bit, because you could definitely run and gun to a certain degree, but doing it by yourself, it's not going to happen. Even though you can move pretty good with your mobility as a light build, you know, you're going to go against the right players, and it's not going to be easy to do that all by yourself. Even if you're pretty good at the game, it's not going to happen 24/7. Like, you're not going to be able to just completely wipe out a whole squad by yourself and stuff like that without them realizing. Not unless you're using grenades and stuff like that. And then I had to juke this guy because I seen what he was using, and then he went cloak, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get your ass. So this guy right here, right, I think it was him, he kept trying his hardest to kill me, and I think he killed me on the steps or something like that, because he caught me off guard, because basically I was getting jumped because I was by myself, and he ended up teabagging me, and that's where he messed up at. But then, you know, he switched his gun because he couldn't fight me anymore, and then I ended up shooting him, you know, so many times though. But like, as you can clearly see, like you gotta really be on your stuff when you're playing with the light build. I cannot stress that point enough, because the guns, they do decent damage, certain ones, such as the SMG I'm using. But the problem though is, like, it takes a lot of bullets just to kill a medium character, especially a heavy build character. It is not easy to do that at all, because it is definitely a warpath. Like if, and the crazy part is, like, if they shoot you like a great amount of times, like you could die, bro. Like you could dead ass, you could die. I'm not even joking. Like you could get murked very, very easily, bro. So the light build, just in general, like I said, like it's good for, like, what they said, hit and runs, and like you got to know when to just let go and then just outsmart them. And I think that's like very important when you're using this light build, is just outsmarting the enemy. But I was hearing footsteps, but it was hard to pinpoint where that gunfire was coming from, because if you listen to the gunfire, like it sounds like it's near me, like super near me, like on that side of me, and it can't be the headphones that I'm. So there's definitely a little bit of an audio issue, I think. That maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I definitely think there's somewhat of an audio issue, including the footsteps. But other than that, this game is kind of solid. I do think it's kind of weird how you can have like multiple heavies or multiple mediums and lights on the same team. I really like the idea of like being able to, you know, go with like light, medium, heavy. That's how it should be. But then again, I guess people wouldn't like that because it wouldn't be as fun anymore. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's basically where it builds. Yeah, this is the part where he teabags me or whatever. Cause I guess he thought he was good, but I was getting jumped. If I wasn't getting jumped, I would have killed that guy. But yeah, like I said, like light builds, they're not. How should I put it? A lot of people don't pick them because the skill factor that you need to have with this build is very high, and that's what I like about, you know, this game when it comes to the light build. But the popular picks are mainly the medium build and the heavy build. The reason why is because their life is a lot longer, and then the light build doesn't really have the crazy great abilities like the other how should I put it, like the other builds do. Like the medium build has like healing, and you get mines, and you get better shotguns, better range on your stuff. You get like a whole bunch of stuff. You know, even with the heavy builds, like you can fortify areas, you can break through walls and stuff with your special ability and stuff like that. Like you get RPGs, and you still get frag grenades even though you got an RPG. Like you get an LMG that does a lot of damage. Like you get so much more with the medium and heavy builds. It's not even funny. But the light builds, I personally feel like it's based on gun skill and just the skill of the player, and that's what I actually like the most. I shouldn't have challenged this guy because he see me, and that was my fault. But like I said, I'm having a good time playing this game or whatever the case may be. But I'll probably talk about this in another video. But y'all let me know, have you guys ever played this game before? Because I've been playing Uncharted 4 a lot as well, because I've been playing other games. I did do what is his name? Kazuya, I think his name is. I did do a small combo with him. I was going to extend the combo even further, but I prefer to go into training mode. But I'll definitely upload that video very soon, so you guys can see that video. But it's a very quick combo. It's not super long, like it can actually be. But when the game officially releases, then I'll more than likely do combos with a certain character that I've been looking at. Because I do like Lars, I believe his name is, and I like that one guy with the glasses, with the sword I think he has. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how he is in the game. And obviously I'll be playing like Tekken and stuff like that. As far as like Mortal Kombat goes, I'll probably div and dabble a little bit. I haven't decided yet. Plus, I still need to do like King of the Hill fights with you guys, you know, so we can have some fun or whatever the case may be. I guess you can't join the lobby on King of the Hill, but it is what it is. But hopefully you guys are doing well out there. Merry Christmas to everybody. Have a great one. Peace.